Hey, what up, superstars? It's your boy Bet On Me with some more Destiny 2 content. The Glacioclasm Legendary Fusion Rifle has returned into Destiny 2 with some amazing new perks in Destiny 2 Season of the Dawn 2023. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to get this weapon. I'm also going to go over all the brand new perks that's added to this weapon, and then also make sure you stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to give you guys the perfect God roll for both PvP and PvE that I'm going to be farming for. Also, I definitely want to tell you guys, welcome to the channel. I appreciate the support. So to get the Glacioclasm, you will need to start doing the Dawning event, so you will need to go talk to Eva Levante at the tower. Once you bake enough cookies and deliver them, you will unlock this upgrade called Gift Wrapped Exchange Ticket, and this will unlock access to the Dawning engrams and focusing option. Then you'll turn in your festival engrams, and then it will drop any of these weapons as a random drop. So it just depends on which one you get. It's by luck. But then after that, after you unlock it, it will start dropping from events as you keep playing the game. Now this weapon has a base charge time of 960 with 5 in the magazine and a base recoil of 78. And it's also a high impact frame fusion rifle, so it has slow firing and high damage. Now this weapon is more accurate when stationary, moving slowly, and aiming down sight. So with that being said, if I was you, I would be either looking for perks that would give me faster charge time or mods that'll give me faster charge time, cause it hits very hard, but man, it charges really slow. So those perks are really going to come in handy so you can maximize both the power and speed. Also, this weapon shoots void projectiles and it's in the secondary slot. So I like pairing this with my exotic, the Outbreak Perfected. Now this weapon has 2 origin traits. The first one is called Dawning Surprise. Rapidly defeating targets award a Dawning gift, and defeating powerful targets count as more than one. So in more detail, when you get multiple kills with this weapon, a Dawning gift remains on the ground for 10 seconds. Now when you pick the gift up, it grants 10% grenade melee and class ability energy and restores 20 HP and starts with health regeneration faster. Now activation progress on kills, and it goes by ranked enemies. So when you're going against a miner or a guardian, it gives you 16.66 progression, and then if you're going against a major or a boss, it's 50%. And the second trait is Amaline Fluid Dynamics. This weapon has increased reload speed and stability for the top half of the magazine. So in more detail, the upper 50% of the magazine has up to 20% stability and 30 reload speed. Now the benefit decreases linearly as the magazine approaches 50% capacity. Alright, so now let's go over some of the new perks that's added to this weapon. Also down below in the comment section, let me know what you guys think about the Glacioclasm. Also, what roles do you have or roles you are farming for? Now the first trait added to this new version of the weapon is Heating Up. Final blows with this weapon increase accuracy, stability, while improving vertical recoil. Alright, so in more detail with Heating Up, when you get a kill for 5.5 seconds, you get 15 stability, 20 recoil direction, 15% accuracy cone size, and 15% accuracy cone growth. It also can stack 2 times, and you gain what's called Scholar Stacks, what's called in a multiplier. Now during the refresh on this kill, it stays active while stowed. Next we have the trait Overflow. Picking up special or heavy ammo automatically loads the weapon beyond normal capacity. So with Overflow, upon picking up a special or heavy ammo magazine, it gets refilled and overflowed from reserves, and it maxes out at 100% increased magazine capacity, and it activates even while stowed. And this is one of the best perks that you could use for PvE. I even love using it in PvP as well. Now I've never really tried it on a fusion rifle, but on like an auto rifle, Overflow in PvP works wonders. Next we have Controlled Burst, which is one of my favorite traits in Destiny 2. Now landing every shot in a burst grants this weapon increased damage and reduced charge time for a short duration. So in more detail, upon scoring a kill or hitting every shot in a burst, it grants 20% increased damage and 10% decrease in your charge time for 2 seconds. This is a really good trait to use on this type of fusion rifle because like I said, it's a high impact frame, so it's slow firing with high damage, so that'll really help you get your shots off faster and increase your damage as well. And the last trait added is Successful Warm Up. Each final blow increases charge and draw speed. So on the weapon kill for 6 seconds, you get 37% decreased charge time and draw time, and kills with the perk add 4 seconds to the duration up to a maximum of 20 seconds. And in my honest opinion, Bungie really did a great job adding these new traits to this weapon, because like I said, it's a high impact frame, it's slow firing with high damage, but now you still get to keep that high damage but decrease the charge time and sometimes even the draw time, so it makes this weapon more faster to use and less forgiving when you're moving around. Now when it comes to the perfect PvP God Roll that I'm going to be using, when it comes to the weapon damage fall off, it's going to do 18.5 meters damage fall off at aim down sight and 13.6 meters when you're hip firing. So you basically got a fusion rifle that can deal death blow projectiles in the range of most SMGs. So you're easily going to be able to do one hit kills to guardians at ridiculous range. And in PvE, this weapon does amazing body shot of 9,678.83. That is very good. And that's really good because this weapon is a 5 burst. So every time you shoot one shot, it's actually going to give you 5 times 9,678 damage every time you shoot. So that's a lot of damage in PvE. Alright, so now let's get into the perfect PvP and PvE God Roll that I'm going to be farming for this weapon. So for the PvP God Roll, let's look at the stats over to the left. We got 100 range, 86 stability, 45 reload speed with a 93 recoil direction. Alright, so let's look at the perks in the middle. Line number 1, we're going with small bore, which add +7 to range, +7 to stability. Line number 2, we got accelerated coils, guys. It decreased the charge time by 40 meters and damage by 2%. Line number 3, we got slide shot. Sliding partially reloads this magazine and temporarily boosts range and stability. Now in line number 4, we're going with high impact reserves. Rounds at the end of the magazine deal more damage, and then we're also going with Amalan fluid dynamics for the origin trait. So let's look at the effects over to the right. We have small bore for the barrel, we have accelerated coils for the battery, we have slide shot for the first trait, high impact reserves for the second trait, Amalan fluid for the origin trait, then we have a range masterwork with a counterbalance stock weapon mod. If you use this roll in Destiny 2 PvP, man, you're gonna get so much hate mail. People are gonna accuse you of cheating. This weapon is that broken with those perks. So for the perfect PvE God Roll, let's look at the stats over to the left. We got 54 stability, 48 handling, 45 reload speed. We got the charge down time to 920 to make it shoot a lot faster. We got 10 now in the magazine and a recoil of 93. Now let's look at the perks in the middle. We got fluted barrel in line number 1, add +5 to stability, +15 to handling. Line number 2, we got accelerated coils, which is going to decrease the charge time by 40 meters, like I said earlier, and damage by 2%. But then in line number 3, guys, we're going to go with overflow. Picking up special or heavy ammo automatically loads this weapon beyond normal capacity. And in line number 4, we're going to go with control burst. Letting every shot in a burst grants this weapon increased damage and reload and reduction charge time for a short duration. Now I'm going with Amalan dynamics for the origin trait, but I'm also going to try out Donning Surprise. Okay, alright, now let's look at the effects over to the right. Fluted barrel for the barrel. Also we have accelerated coils for the battery. We have overflow for trait number 1. We have control burst for trait number 2. We have Amalan trait, which I said I'm also going to try donning. And then also we have a charge decrease time, so we definitely need that. And then we also have a counterbalance stock weapon mod. And if you're interested in more Destiny 2 God Roll guides and weapon reviews, I would suggest you watch this playlist next. Also, don't forget to like and sub. You guys have a blessed day. Peace.